Hello everyone, welcome to another video. To celebrate Pokemon's 25th anniversary, I'm counting down my favorites from each generation. These aren't necessarily the best Pokemon to use in a playthrough, but are simply the ones I find to be my favorites. In this video, I'm going to cover my top 5 favorite Pokemon which were first introduced in Generation 7, with Pokemon Sun and Moon. One additional note, I didn't really cover best movesets in my Gen 8 video, but going forward, I'm going to try and include moves that will help bring out a Pokemon's strengths, while also covering for some of its weaknesses. I'm only going to choose moves that are either learned through level up, or by TM, and won't be messing around with egg moves or tutor moves. I'm also only choosing moves based on what they can learn within the generation they were first introduced. So with that being said, let's get started. Number 5. Kommo-o. Just like in Gen 8, the pseudo-legendary dragon of Gen 7 has also made my top 5. I love its design, and its type combination of dragon fighting is pretty awesome. Its typing makes it 4 times weak to fairy, but teaching it either a poison move or a steel move can help make up for that weakness a little. As you'd expect, its stats are really good, with a large amount of physical attack and defense. So you typically want to stick with teaching it physical attacks, but if you want to throw on a special move, it has a decent amount of special attack as well. The moves I'm choosing for Kommo-o are Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Close Combat, and Poison Jab. All of these moves will help take advantage of Kommo-o's high attack stat, with Dragon Dance included, to help give these attacks even more power, while at the same time boosting its speed. The only TM move is Poison Jab, which should help with fairy types, if the situation presents itself. However, if you want Kommo-o to have its signature move, you could swap Dragon Claw for Clanging Scales, since even though it's a special attack, the extra power of the move makes up for it a little. Although the attack buff offered by Dragon Dance wouldn't give Clanging Scales any extra power. Number 4. Mimikyu. I don't know what it is about Mimikyu that makes me like it so much, but it made my number 4 spot. It has a type combination of Ghost Fairy, which makes it pretty tough, only giving it a 2 times weakness to Ghost and Steel, and making it fully immune to Normal, Fighting, and Dragon. Plus, with its Disguise ability, it can block a single attack, which makes it useful in combat. With a base attack of 90, you'll want to try and stick with physical moves. It also has really good speed, so if you train it to hit hard and fast, you can dish out a decent amount of damage. The moves I'm choosing for Mimikyu are Shadow Claw, Play Rough, Hone Claws, and Shadow Sneak. All these moves are learned through level up and take advantage of its attack stat, with Hone Claws letting you raise that stat even further. I also threw in Shadow Sneak, since it will let you attack first in the event you just need one more quick hit to finish off your opponent. Number 3. Toucannon. The final evolved form of this region's early game bird Pokemon, Toucannon is a normal flying type. I've always loved its design, and if I need a flying type, it's usually my first choice in Alola. Most of its stats are average, but with its impressive attack it can do some damage. Its typing makes it immune to ground and ghost, but 2 times weakness to rock, electric, and ice. The moves I'm choosing for Toucannon are Beak Blast, Brick Break, Roost, and Drill Peck. This moveset should allow it to dish out some damage. Beak Blast is a signature move, but takes 2 turns to fire. It's a really powerful flying type attack, and has a chance to burn the opponent if they make direct contact while Toucannon is charging it up. I also include Drill Peck, so you can also choose to attack without the extra charge up time of Beak Blast. Roost will allow Toucannon to heal if needed, and TM31 Brick Break is a good fighting type move, which helps to deal with ice and rock types. Number 2. Lurantis. A pure grass type and the evolved form of Fomantis, Lurantis is a really good Pokemon which I just fell in love with. I had one in my playthrough, and I trained her all the way up to level 100. She became a trustworthy companion who I could rely on, and I wouldn't give her up for anything. Lurantis has a pretty bad base speed, but makes up for it with its defenses and high physical attack. It has quite a few weaknesses, but if properly trained, I wouldn't count Lurantis out just yet. The moves I'm choosing for Lurantis are Solar Blade, Sunny Day, Leech Life, and Aerial Ace. After setting up Sunny Day, it can attack with Solar Blade without needing to charge up. It can then hit hard without wasting turns. I also threw in the TMs for Leech Life and Aerial Ace for some added type coverage. Leech Life is a decent bug move, which can heal Lurantis, and Aerial Ace can help surprise an unsuspecting opponent who wasn't expecting it to use a flying move, and make quick work of an opposing grass or bug type. Number 1. Vikavolt. A bug electric type, Vikavolt is my favorite Pokemon from Generation 7. If you saw my Gen 8 video, you'll know that I love cool looking bug types, and Vikavolt is no different. It's slower than you'd expect, but has an amazing base stat total, with a good chunk of it going to special attack. It's immune to ground, and only 2 times weak to rock and fire, making it a pretty good team member if you're looking for an electric type to round things out. Unfortunately, if you catch a grub in early game, it can take a while to get yourself a Vikavolt, mostly because it has a very specific evolution requirement, which can't be achieved until late in the game. But once it evolves, it's well worth the wait. The moves I'm choosing for Vikavolt are Bug Buzz, Thunderbolt, Agility, and Dig. Bug Buzz and Thunderbolt make good use of its typing and high special attack. Agility helps compensate for its less than ideal speed stat, and for a little type coverage I threw in Dig. That's right, it can learn Dig. While Dig is a physical move and doesn't match its typing, it is a great utility attack, as it's super effective against both the types Vikavolt is weak to, so in a pinch, it could save the day. Lastly, I have a few honorable mentions which, even though they didn't make my top 5, they're still worth talking about. Golisopod. Another one of my favorite bug types. It just looks really cool and has an impressive attack and defense. Silvally. Its stats are pretty good and super well rounded, but can also be adapted to fit a variety of situations thanks to its ability. And Incineroar. I usually always pick the fire starter, but Incineroar doesn't quite make my top 5, but I still think it's really awesome. Well, there you have it. My top 5 favorite Pokemon from the Alola region. But this is just my opinion, and I know everybody likely has their own favorites. So I encourage you all to comment below and let me know what yours are. I also hope you'll smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss out on my next video, where I'll be counting down my top 5 favorite Pokemon from Generation 6. I think that'll about wrap it up for now. Everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.